You join me on the towpath of the Forth and Clyde Canal. We are making steady progress, getting towards our next forgotten town, which is Kilsyth. See you there.
Kilsyth, Stirlingshire, population 10,080, rank number 925.
Hi.
Hiya.
Can you do me a club sandwich?
Chicken and bacon one.
Cappuccino?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up to you.
Thanks very much. And so, dear listeners, today's episode finds us very much back on the canal trail. Whilst in podcast time, it may seem like weeks since we left Falkirk Wheel and the junction of the Union and Forth and Clyde canals. The magic of broadcast media, if I might loosely describe this humble offering as such, means that only one night in real time has actually passed. You left me earlier today as the train pulled out of Alloa. And, summoning resolve, I resisted the temptation to stay on board to Croy for a mile's gentle amble into Kilsyth. No, the purpose here is as much to walk the canal as it is to visit the towns, and on that front at least I am no cheat, and rejoined exactly where I left the route. But if I'm going to put in the miles, I'm going to need to load up on carbs, and the Retro Cafe here on my route through Bonnybridge seems very much like the place to do that. Cheers. Looks good.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, let's settle up.
Click cash.
Yeah.
Loading. 840. There you go.
Oh, cheers.
Bye.
Hi. Cheerio. And here we are, back on the route. Another slight difference between the Union Canal and the Forth and Clyde. This one has locks. At this point, it would probably serve our collective interest to have a quick reminder on the history of this canal, designed and built under the direction of John Smeaton, an old Leodensian. It opened in 1790 following a couple of decades of parliamentary wrangling and arguments about funding. But unlike HS2, they actually got there in the end. And whilst the later Union Canal was very much built along contours to avoid the need for locks, this one runs roughly along the straight line of the considerably earlier Antonine Wall. Whilst this makes for flights nearer each end, the middle section has only a handful of strung-out individual locks. Still, it does serve to break up my journey today as I trudge westwards through unremarkable autumnal weather. I'm now approaching Kilsyth. It's a charming canal basin here with a large number of barges. Smoke gently billowing from a couple of their chimneys. For me, more importantly, I can see the welcoming sight of the Boathouse Hotel, and more specifically its bar. So I'll see you there in a minute. Well, can I have the John Smith?
John Smith is off.
Oh, okay. Moretti then.
Yeah. Changing the gas canister.
So hang on, is it going to come?
Yeah. He's just changing the gas canister.
Much favour, mate. And on that note, I declare the Boathouse Hotel to be the most disappointing outlet visited on this entire holiday. But, to be honest, I'd probably drunk any old pish after 10 miles tramp along the canal. Unlike Bonnie Prince Charlie, who reputedly spent the night here in January 1746, and the Marquis of Montrose, who commanded the Royalist forces in a slightly Pyrrhic late Civil War battle a century earlier, I have no intention of sojourning any further in this town. And in so doing, I hope to avoid both imminent defeat at Culloden, as befell the former, and a showcase hanging, drawing and quartering, as met the latter. My goal is to make Kirkintilloch by nightfall, so I'll look forward to seeing you there for the upcoming season-closing Christmas special of Forgotten Towns. This is Alexander Rennie saying good night.
When you go, will you sit back? The podcast